What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm breaking down an opening range breakout trade I took on IBIT. I'm going to share my entry, exit, and lessons that I learned today. And this is all part of my 25K day trading challenge. And as always, I'm keeping it real and transparent. So let's jump right into it. All right, so I wait for the 5 minute opening range. Of course, you can do 5, 10, 15. There's various variations, but I do the 5 minutes. So I wait for the first 5 minutes to close. And here's one candle, two candle, three candle, four candle, five. And that's how we get that range. And basically, we just wait and see what happens from there. And as you can see, it broke down right here and broke down from the range further and finally found some support at 38.80. And as you can see here, there was a lot of selling volume. RSI was low and getting oversold. There was a big flush here, and it finally looked like it reached its bottom. So it had a little dead cat bounce action here, but the volume was starting to decrease until you get this little spike of selling pressure, but the candle was not very strong. And so that was a good indication that maybe all the sellers have, or should I say, selling has decreased, although you see that topping candle there, but you see continuous decrease in selling volume, and then you start to see a slight uptick here on the RSI and some volume coming in or some buying, decreased selling. And so this is where I put an entry. I only have 50 shares because a lot of my shares are still locked up in my other positions. Unfortunately, I was able to get out of the margin call, which allowed me to free up some room to trade today. If you haven't been following my other videos, you know that I've been bag holding and haven't had any trades for the month of February. This is actually my first trade of the month, and so I'm just happy to be able to trade and get back in it. And so I had my 50 shares, and I put my take profit here. Um, and in reality, it was not really the best take profit. I think I was just trying to take a profit, but I should have put it here at this next resistance level and allow it to hit this target. If I moved it up, I would have made more, and so um, that would have been a better strategy. And of course, move the stop up to break even along the way. But I only have a small window of time to trade in the mornings, and so actually I could not manage this trade, which is also another reason why I just put my take profit at the most what I thought realistic target that would hit, and um, thankfully it did hit. And so what I learned there, again, you always want to learn, you always want to improve, is again, you had this range actually from the pre-market that was established here, just ranging, ranging. So you had a little touch of support here, not very strong, but flushed. But this would have been another area to take profit and watch. If it does break back into the range, then now you have this next target, the bottom of the orb that you could capture, and that would have been a $28 profit, and just an idea of where to put your target points. Of course, the top of the range, that would have been another um, target point, but basically, um, just to need to be more aware, even in the pre-market, of all the different areas of support and resistance and potential range that's developed right now. That's the range is still established. It tried to break out here during the intraday, but it went back into the range, and so it went to the bottom of the range, and then it went back on top of the range. So if I was gonna trade this possibly tomorrow, those are um, areas that I would consider and see if you can just trade the ranges and or just be mindful of it. And so that's just a brief recap of the trade this morning, and hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, I would appreciate a like, a subscribe, leave a comment if you think I don't know what the hell I'm doing, because I probably don't, but constructive criticism is always the best. I appreciate your support and any feedback that you provide. And again, hopefully you find value in this. And again, please check out my other videos. This is all part of the 25K day trade challenge, trying to make 25K in this year of 2026. I hope you follow the journey. Once again, I try to keep it as real as possible. No hype, just real trading, real journey. Until next time, God bless.